Capricorn. Okay. Yeah. When the devil comes out, you know it's a Capricorn reading because right there's confirmation. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just beautiful? I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's a woman devil. And she's got that chain between the man and the woman. Ah, the codependency relationships. You gotta love it. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on here. This reading will not resonate with every single Capricorn out there, but hopefully it resonates with somebody. I'm trying to call in energies for the people who come across this reading on YouTube. All right. The star. Yeah, I like that. Okay. The devil, the tower, the 8 of cups. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is very ABC 1, 2, 3 reading, which I love. I love the beautiful, basic, clean-cut readings that I don't have to go for 15 minutes, you know? God, this is so clear-cut. There was a toxic relationship between you and somebody else. It could even be a toxic relationship with yourself as well. If you're in a toxic relationship with somebody, more or less, you're toxic, right? Because you call in who you are, or you have to call in what you're mirroring, right? Which is usually soulmate energy most of the time. But yeah, I feel like there was a codependent relationship here, or there's some trauma, there's some addictions, materialism, just, you know, depression, you know, being depressed. Easy to get into a relationship with somebody else that's depressed. Oh, I feel like shit. You feel like shit. Let's feel like shit together. How long is that going to last, right? Codependent relationships are the worst relationships. But you need that person to mirror you, because what you see in them is probably things you need to see a fix about yourself. But I do see a relationship here that's just bound by not so good. Okay? And then there's the tower. Well, of course, if your relationship's off of trauma and depression and addictions and codependency, how long is the tower going to last? It's not going to last because it's not stable. Hello? Right? I find it interesting that they use the tree house for this. I just like it. But it's showing 2 kids falling out of a tree house that a lightning struck. So basically, the tree house took a shit and you guys fell out of it. And it was a tower moment. It was a tower moment for both of you. Absolutely a tower moment for both of you to really step back and say, well, this isn't stable, so why are we trying to still board together this fucking treehouse that's just going to keep falling apart? You know, it's like, I don't even know if you guys were trying to board it up, really. Maybe like a nail here, a nail there. But then really you're just kind of watching it fall apart going, yeah, should we fix something? Nah, it's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah. It fell apart. And that's okay. That's a good, you know, because anything toxic is a learning lesson. I feel like both of you have learned this wasn't stable. So how the fuck's it going to work out? I went to shit. It fell apart. Yeah. Walking away from things that no longer emotionally serve you. Walking away from a situation that's just not, it's not good for you. It's not benefiting you. It's just time to move on. Very simple and clear cut. It's not a good relationship. This could be with anybody. It could be with a parent. It could be with a friend. It could be with a lover. It could be with a kid. I don't know. But there's a very toxic relationship that went to shit. You guys are chained to each other through some kind of trauma. You know, or maybe you were lonely, or maybe you're going through depression, or maybe you just needed each other because you didn't want to be alone, I guess would be lonely, right? I mean, maybe you were together because both of you love to drink, or both of you love to gamble, or both of you love to smoke meth, you know what I mean? Who knows, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you are both together because you both love money, and money's more important than emotions. Oh, that ain't gonna fucking go where. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There was no real true emotions and love here because there was so much toxicity and codependency here. There was no cups being filled because everything was just toxic. And that's why it fell apart. And I feel like you guys both know that it's time to at least move away from each other. That it's time to, it's just, you weren't getting what you needed. Or maybe you were trying to fill the cups and they weren't. Or maybe they were trying to fill the cups and you weren't. Or maybe you guys are filling the cups halfway, you know what I mean? But there was no, I feel like there was no love and emotional support there. It was just based on codependency, depression, loneliness, addictions. There was no real sense of, I'm not saying you guys didn't love each other, but I'm just saying, like, there was just no real emotional love and support from each other, I feel like, or something along those ways. And it's just a sense of, these cups are empty. They're not going to be filled. I'm not investing in this anymore. I'm not going to keep filling the cups. You're not getting what you need emotionally out of this situation or love-wise from the situation. I just feel like this situation is not what you need in your life right now. And you know that, and you're moving on. There we are. There you are, Capricorn. You got your hood on. You have all your little empty cups behind you. And it's like, I don't belong here anymore. I'm not invested in it anymore. It's not worth it anymore. You have the star. I saved the star for last, by the way. You're hopeful. You have faith. You're hopeful. You're keeping your chin up. You're not giving up hope. So I don't know if it has to do with this relationship, or you're just, you know, as you're walking away from this whole situation, you're walking away more hopeful. Like maybe you'll find somebody that can emotionally give you what you need. Or maybe you can find someone that's not toxic or not codependent. Maybe you're just more hopeful because you've learned from the situation and you are moving on as you're moving forward. You know what I mean? Wishing on a star, hoping for the best, and just still having faith as you're moving forward. It's absolutely beautiful. That's what I have for you, Capricorns. I hope this helped.